Hey guys, it's a Tin Man. I want you to stick around. I'm right in a central part of a town. You might recognize the town. The town might just remind you of your town. A couple of churches right through there next door. All that. Lots of telephone poles, electricity, big power plant here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go up to this power plant and I haven't even walked past this point here. We're gonna walk up there and see if we can find signs of these guys, because I'll tell you right now, me looking around here as I walk along here, I can be telling you just literally sign after sign after sign. I kid you not, it's that real. They're not all big, but they're part of the family. Just take that for what it's worth. Now let's go up here. First we gotta get a little beauty. Okay. As I was first walking up, I'm going, oh no, this is a tough location. Like, how am I gonna see things and stuff? And then bang, right away I at least seen that curb there. So they got a curb all the way around, I would imagine, the whole site. That's is gonna show different kinds of interactions that are, and look at, if you look at them, they're fresh. And what you can do is, if you really go down there, you can end up figuring out that there's scribe lines that can be involved in doing these. Even scribe lines going around on this edge of them. Hopefully you're in the picture, you are. Do it like that, and then I'll do it this way. Here we go. So maybe there's some scribe lines around on these edges even. I'm not gonna take the piece. Look right there, it looks pretty good. Hopefully the focus is working well. Just gonna put this here so we can get a little bit of a look at this edge of it. I like to do that kind of stuff, and then I can give you guys a confirmation if I can see that they were hitting it at all. Because that's what they'll do, is they'll go underneath. See, that might be a carry through of a scribe right there we're seeing. Okay, so anyways, I'm telling you right now, in my declaring, that is them. Let me hit zoom back. Oops. Oops. There we go. That's going to be them, along with the crack that's in the foundation. How deep is this foundation going to be down? Well, it's BC Hydro. I wouldn't doubt it if it's even got a footing down there. So it's going to be down the frost level protection, and so it's going to be over 18 inches. And let's do a stop here. I just heard a bark. For a second I thought that was coming out of my phone. You can put some of these music right down. So they got just this basic cracking going on right down there. And on this side too. Just pointing out what really goes on. Okay, I don't know if you can see this pole, but you can see it there. Yeah, they're hitting this pole. Oh yeah, hitting the pole's good. So guys, that splitting creates an issue for hydro. They really don't like the splitting. When the splitting happens, it ages the poles extremely fast. This being this site here in area, look at the fence and everything. Like, look at the prime work that the guys got going on around here. And they're gonna leave it, they're going to grade out crappy poles coming here? No. You watch the replacements here, heavy duty. They're not gonna be this size of a pole. You know, and they didn't underestimate, they just don't realize what's really going on. I hope I have enough to take 13 more minutes, good, just in case the policia come. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, Tin Man, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm not going to trespass into there, but in reality, they would just say, you're on our property already, you're trespassing on that side. This side of that fence. So, you know, mess up with gravel shooting in there. These guys are, well, it's all full of gravel. Maybe these guys end up seeing different kinds of marks. I mean, you know, just like if you look at the gravel in there, it's all really quite turned up. But not really. Yeah, sure, the trucks might be turning back there and stuff like that. I get that. Look at, there's a big thing of gravel right here that yeah, it's got weird signs in it, if you notice that right there, what's going on. That is, I think that's an accumulation of dirt with the gravel, and it's strong enough to, they played in it when it was maybe wetter mud or something, and it's a clawing technique. So what they look like is they look like really tiny hoodoos. So let's go in there and take a view at those. So those look like little hoodoos is what those look like, eh? I think so. And then they got bigger gravel up there to play with. Oops. Do whatever they want. And then if we went along that brick there, no doubt in my mind we would be seeing signs on that and stuff. You know, how close they're really getting over to all that generating power and stuff. Are they willing to get, you know, because I know they have a fear in power. I tell you that because I've watched these things so much, studied them so much, that there's a difference when they get up near the top where the power is. So people aren't noticing it, but we are beautiful. This is weeds and stuff, but it still is beautiful. Look at the color and stuff. It's a beautiful stuff. You don't want these seeds right here, just go with your lighter and go, and you'll get rid of them. And that just takes care of the seeds, and you can leave it alone. You don't have to worry about thinking, oh, I gotta go in there and cut it. No, go with a little torch and whoosh. And those things just ignite and burn away, and those are the seeds that you don't want. But we're not on those thinking things, right? So there's lots to think about here. So we can think about the squirrels actually coming and doing this, or we can take a close look at it and see if we see any work of something a little bit more skilled. And I'll tell you one thing, it sure isn't showing much of a squirrel activity, because they don't really just kind of split them and break them apart. So on this one here, it looks like that was the entry point right there. Is this the... Yeah, so this is the other half. So I'm going to go like this now and like this. And because it is a complete one, I'm going to take it. And that way we can really observe it well. Let's see what's going on there. Look at... That's interesting there, eh? Is that a cut? Oh no, now it sits better. Okay. We don't have to sit here and look at it, but we're gonna take it. And then you see other stuff going on there, because that's part of what we need to do. And you know what? I've got a couple of people that are commenting there on one of my recent videos, a couple of ladies, and history, what's going on. One of the ladies has been doing research off of learning from the channel and just learning herself, and so she's been doing all this research around her own place and so on and so forth, and she has connected so well with understanding. See this gravel that kind of shows up here, and this was probably all just that other kind of gravel that may be showing up. That may be a level of just this broken down. It isn't, because there's sandish dirt in there. But it may be a level of these. You could end up realizing, what's this pile of real tiny rocks? And you get down there and you realize these ones isn't broken down into that tiny pile. We've got two different mixes of rocks right there. So these guys just bring rock in whenever. So we can't get into it too much. But you can go over there and relate markings with them lots of times, and so on and so forth. So I had heard a little bit of a bark. That one bark I heard, I don't know if anybody else heard it, but you never know. It could be coming from right there. I tell you right now that they got total day workers and stuff going on, and it's kind of weird that lots of times when you're doing stuff, the crows will come. You can feed them and stuff, they'll take the food and stuff, so Are they that curious that just a stranger is going to throw them food? Or are they somehow being instigated just to go over there and check things out? Peace out from the Tin Man. Don't forget to like and sub. And, you know, I didn't get into looking at that galvanized, but from back here right now, myself, I get very suspicious as soon as I see it on a changing color like that. Take a lot of balls to climb up on all that stuff, right? But when it's on a changing level like that, sometimes you get to see a thatched pattern. You get to see a pocked pattern. You get to see a picked at actually chipping out pattern of the actual galvanized is what I'm referring to and all that. And what you get to see then is because those thatching and different scratches are going on, the water actually penetrates then through the galvanized because there's an actual crack there. And it goes through and then it hits the actual iron underneath that would have been clean iron and that had been galvanized. I would imagine that's the process. I don't think it would have been red iron. I don't think it would have been painted or anything. Peace out. You know, let me know what you know about iron and stuff. But yeah, they're just they're toying with iron a lot, and I'm coming into some really big conclusions and understandings that our concrete's in really bad, getting to be put into a very bad state of living. Our concrete, it's I believe it's starting to be actually broken down from its form. So as soon as we pour that concrete around here, yeah, maybe they don't waste it, but is this the Empire State Building? And are those guys that naive to it? You know what I'm saying? Peace out, Tin Man. Like, share, and subscribe, please. Just at least carry the conversation. I don't care if you talk about me. Carry the conversation. And ye who are smart enough to be looking at those trees back there that I wasn't even thinking about, we probably got some looky-loos over there because it's very just out in a good location for a scout and his family to hang out, or however it works in the breakdown of the clans and stuff. See in that back corner way back in there or something? That looks like a very nice dark hiding spot. Look for dark hiding spots and look for looky-loos in there. Peace out. We got those poles to wonder about. Yeah, lots of stuff going on. And if we went to those, look at that. There's one of the ginormous poles. That one's a big one. It's not far off from the size, but it is a bigger one. Peace out.